Hello and welcome back to my garage here in Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. Now, I was planning on doing something different, but after I messed up the recording on the last episode, I decided to, because I bought a bunch of cars, some stuff went into the parking that I didn't want to go there, and I decided I was planning on getting this car done anyway. This is the Roadrunner 440. And this plum color is the color that is the factory color. I did change the engine because it came with the V8 OHV 6P, and I put the V8 OHV Hemi in it, which is just an all-around better engine. And I did change the rims because the rims that it came with were the Rim Atlanta, and these are like Rim Retro 2B, which I use on this car probably an awful lot because I just think it looks really good on this car. So that one's done, and then I said I was going to work on the Grand Cherokee, but I ended up getting it done too because I was going to then work on the GTR, but something else happened today that made me change my mind. I need to get these out of here. This one is $96,000. Yeah, $96,000 and change. And then the Cherokee is something like 250. No, it's 300. 301, 300 and something. $306,000 for the Cherokee. So that's highly worth doing. I mean, not as shockingly valuable as that Aston Martin was. That's something that bums me out that I didn't record it, because when I was working on the car, I had cosmetically fixed it up, and it went from, you know, junkyard rust pile to being cosmetically done with all the body and paint and interior ready, just the parts work needed to be done, and it went from like $960,000 to $4.1 million at that point. You know, not even done. It shocked me out of my mind when I saw that. But let's see. Something else happened today. I noticed that there was a patch downloading, or there was something downloading for Car Mechanic Simulator today, and there was no indication as to what it was. So I fired the game up to see, and it said in the corner that it was the Chrysler DLC performance parts, which we've been waiting for months. And I've had this car hanging around in my parking for the longest time. Probably it's been there for 3 months. And I assembled it with everything that I thought it would still need to have. Let me rephrase that. That came out really clumsy. I assembled the car completely, but I didn't put on stuff that I knew is generally a performance part in another car. Specifically, the engine heads, the intake manifold, the exhaust manifold, and the muffler and the exhaust system. So this one is built up, except for those performance bits. So I think at this point, and I can assemble this stuff here, yeah, because it has this long pipe. I'm pretty sure I can now go in here, because I looked earlier to see. And oh, it didn't do it. No engine head. I know that it put in. I know it put in like the manifolds. I saw that. What about the pipe? Yeah, there's the exhaust pipe there. And the intake manifold, I'm pretty sure is this. Let's I have to jack it up and see. That's pretty sad that they didn't add in the heads. I really was hoping for that. And the muffler, V8M. Yeah, I knew I saw that earlier today. As well as the stuff for the Chrysler Cordoba, which I don't have one of those. I don't have one of those hanging around. So I guess we're going to have to get engine head V8 OHV G HIJK EFG would be here if it had it. This one is for the other. This is for the Cordoba though. The V8 1 carb OHV. That's for the other one. That's kind of stinky. I was really excited about this when I saw it today. I was counting on the engine heads being part of it. And now the engine is all hooked up to the transmission and everything. I should be able to get this stuff done from here though. Manifold M. Now these I know I saw. Yeah, the V8 OHV M is this one. And then the intake manifold is this big weird looking one. I wonder if they added that. V8 OHVK throttle. Gonna have to check. So we got mufflers, front exhaust pipe, exhaust manifold, intake manifold. Let's see if we have the throttle. And what do I need there? Buttload of push rods. Yep, there's the throttle. And I noticed it has 16 spark plugs. What did I come here? I remember. For a second I was like, why did I come back here? And I'm judging from the mounting holes I can see there, it's going to be a rocker arm assembly, or it might even be one where it just goes right through the valve cover. It's been a little while since I finished one of these engines, because I did one shortly after the Chrysler DLC came out, and I didn't do another one until I decided to snag one like this and hang on to it until, you know, they made it available to us. Rocker arm, yeah. At least it's a rocker arm assembly, though. It's probably going to have coils, I imagine. This is way preferable to me though. Screwing in 16 individual rocker arms is always just super tedious. Why? Oh, I didn't put the plugs in. Ordinarily, I like to get the plugs put in, especially when they're plugs that go into a deep collar like that. I like to get them in before I get the top of the cylinder head assembled, just because it's easier to see them and reach them. Otherwise, you have to maneuver things around. Now, did they add a coil for this? They did not. At least you don't have to screw them all in. I should have known there'd be a fuel rail cover. How was that? That one. Has the Chrysler logo on it. Makes it easy to spot. Boy, and I was starting to wonder. I could see the mounting places for those, but I was like, why is it not wanting me to put them in yet? Okay, so that should. Whoop! I forgot. This thing has been hanging around for so long. I forgot. I mean, I couldn't put oil in it before until now. You can assume that, you know, like a good mechanic, I had the engine covered and everything. Where am I? Okay. Just losing my damn mind. So the last time I did one of these, the only performance parts you could really do were the pistons and the spark plugs and the fuel rails. Everything else was pretty much stock. Now we have performance exhaust, intake and exhaust manifolds, and the throttle. I can't remember if the throttle was a performance piece before, or if it was something that they changed just now. It's hard. I can't remember. I'd have to go back and look at the previous one. But anyway, we should get better than 431 now. .666. Ooh, look at that. It's a much better number, though. I'd really have to. I cannot remember what the previous one was. I'd really have to go and look at that previous video and see what kind of numbers that one put up. But that's a significant improvement there. And we're just going to run out and drive it real quick. See if it's any better than it was. Okay, here we are. I don't really care that much. I mean, I don't find this a particularly interesting car. It's not anything that I would want to keep for myself. The blue, I think, was the factory color. I did chrome the rims because that's what I do now. And I think it looks fine. It looks perfectly nice if this is the kind of car you want. With 666 horsepower, though, it might be kind of scary. Drifting to the left. God, I wish you could get a car that would just hold a straight line. It's not too bad. We're up above 100, we're closing in on 180 and still accelerating. Wow. Can we roll all the way to the end? Okay, I didn't expect that. Lordy, lordy. Okay, so we hit 181, and it was not done accelerating. I'm sure we could. I mean, even without fooling with the gearing, I'm sure we could get much faster. But that's good enough for me. Okay, so that's it for that, and I'm ready to get rid of this car. It's been hanging around in my collection for far too long. And how much are you now? 248,000? 249. So it's a little bit less. Or what was the other one? What was that Cherokee? It was like 230 something. So this is a little bit more than the Cherokee was. It's like $500,000 in cars though today. Okay, so this is going to be kind of a short one. I really wanted to get in here and do that Chrysler and get it out of here because I've been waiting for it for so long. I really wanted to get it done, you know, the day that those parts came out. So that'll wrap this one up. And next time we will be back to do probably the GTR. I have that other RX-7 I need to pull out because I am trying to keep cars from going into my parking that need work because I want to try to get all the stuff out of there that I still need to rebuild, so I just have my collection cars in there because it's gotten jumbled up on the other floors. It's going to require a bunch of effort to get it all straightened out, but we'll work on that another time. So if you made it this far, thank you for watching, and this is a fairly short one, so you shouldn't even have that much trouble. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you again here for our next Junkyard adventure. So on that note, bye for now.